All right, here are some of the data types in Python. So firstly, we have string. Okay, so as you have seen in the previous video, this one that we have written the name of a person or name of the product, name of a fruit, everything is string because this is enclosed in quotes. Okay, it can be a single quote or it can be a double quotation. Okay, so this is what we call a string. Okay, we also have the number data type. So in numbers we have two types. One is integers and another one is floating point numbers. So the integers are the whole number without the decimal points. For example, you can be num is equal to 10. Okay, so this is actually a integer, and the floating point numbers is num2 is equal to 10.5. Okay, so this is actually our floating point numbers. Okay, so this one is string and integer, and this one is a floating point numbers. And we also have Boolean, right? So this Boolean means true or false values. Okay, so let's say is active. Okay, just want to make sure whether something is active or not. So in that case we use true or false, right? So true. So this is how we add Boolean values to the variables. So this is the this is the variable and this is the Boolean value. This can be true or false. Okay, so true or false. And next we have list. Okay, so what is list here? So list is nothing but the collection of items. Okay, for example, if you want to store some numbers or some names or some fruits, right? So in that case you use list. For example, let's say fruits. Okay, so to create a list, we should use square brackets. So as I said, the list is a collection of items. These items can be any data types. Okay, so right now we are creating a list of fruits. So that means we should put the name of a fruit, right? For example, inside a single quotation or double quotation, we will say banana and comma apple, comma orange. So this is the list of fruits. Now to print this fruits, then you'll simply say print fruits. Okay, print fruits and save the file. And again, you press up arrow and run python 3 learn python.py, and you will see this is actually a list of fruits. Okay, you see computer, that is because we are printing something here, product name, right? So let's comment it out. So how to comment it out? Just add hash. Okay, so also you can write control and /, that will add the hash. All right, so this is the list. So one important thing about list is the lists are mutable. So what I mean by mutable is the elements inside this list can be changed after it has been created. Okay, for example, we have created a fruit list, right? So in here, this banana is at index 0, and this apple is at index 1, and this orange is at index 2. Okay, now if you want to change this apple to something something else, maybe lemon, right? So what you'll do is you'll simply say fruits of index of this apple is 1, right? So now if I say lemon, right? If I say lemon and then you print this fruits, save the file, and you can see here the list was initially created with the banana, apple and orange. Now after that I was able to modify this list and I removed apple and I put the lemon, right? And then the fruits became banana, lemon and orange, right? So that's why it is called mutable. So of course we will have a dedicated video for each of these data types in the future sections, but I'm just giving you the overview of these data types. And that's about list. And one more thing is this list need not to be string. Okay, so you can also say num is equal to create a list with the square bracket 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is also valid. So now if you print a num, save the file and run it, and you will see 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the number data type. This one. Okay. So that's about list. And then we have tuple. So this tuple is also like a list, but it is immutable. So list can be changed, but tuple cannot be changed. Okay, so that's why it is immutable, and list is mutable. And for example, to create a tuple, right? For let's say fruits. Okay, fruits. To create the tuple, right? We have to use parenthesis. We have to use parenthesis. List, to create a list, we use a square bracket, and to create a tuple, we use parenthesis. And again, we will say banana and, apple. Quotation can be single or double quotation. It need not to be double quotation. Orange. Okay, so banana, apple, and orange. So this is now a tuple, right? So as I said, this tuple cannot be changed. It is immutable. For example, now what if I try to change this apple to lemon now? So because this is a tuple, right? So let's say fruits of 1 is equal to lemon, right? Now if I say, okay, so let's say fruits, this name will change. Okay, tuple, fruits tuple, and this will be fruits tuple. Okay, I just don't want to name the same variable to the list and tuple. Okay, and let's try to print this fruits tuple. Save the file, and you can see that we got the error, type error. Tuple object does not support an assignment. Okay, so this means we cannot assign or modify anything once the tuple has been created. So next data type is our dictionary. So dictionary is the collection of key and value pairs. So to create a dictionary, we use curly braces. Okay, let's say test dict, that's equal to. So we first used curly braces, and as I said, dictionary is a collection of key and value pairs. So what is key and value pair? It means that for example, if you want to say name colon John. Okay, so this means we are assigning the key named name, and we are providing the value to this key. So this is the key and this is the value. Okay, so also you can use another key like this, age colon 20. Okay, so I'm not using a double quotation here because age is a number, right? You have seen this age is a integer number, so that's why it is without double or single quotation. So now this is actually a dictionary. This is the way how we create the dictionary. It is the key and this is the value. This is the key and this is the value. So now let's print this dict, test dict, save it, and let me clear this terminal a little. Okay, so I will again say Python 3 learn python.py. Oh, I'm sorry, I was trying to I'm trying to do something that is not allowed. I'm trying to change the tuple, so that's why I'm getting error here. So I'll remove this. Okay, so that is not allowed. So I'll run it again, and you can see here name John, age 20. So this is how we create dictionary. Okay, there are so many things about dictionary, and we will see the detailed concept of dictionary in the dedicated video, but this is just a overview. Okay, so after this dictionary, we have another data type, that is set. Okay, we usually don't use set much in real life, but set is sometimes important when you want to store the unique elements. Okay, so to create a set in Python, we use curly braces itself, but set is not a key value pair. Okay, the only dictionary is a key value pair, but the set is a collection of unique elements. It does not allow duplicate entries. Even if you put duplicate entries, it is going to ignore them. Okay, so let's say test set. So test set. So as I said, we use we create the set using this curly braces, and let's say Ratan, comma Sachin, comma John, comma 1, comma 2 comma again Ratan. Okay, you can put any data types here. This is string, this is number. Also you can, if you want to put true, right? So this is Boolean type, right? You can do like this. But here you notice Ratan is, a duplicate entry, right? So also if you want to add one 2 here, which is the duplicate, 2 exist 2 times, right, in this set. Now if you say test set, save it, and so you see it has printed our test set. So 2 things to notice here. One, it has removed the duplicate values. Ratan was twice, 2 times here, right? It has printed only once, and also 2 were 2 times, and now it has printed only once. So this means set is actually a collection of unique elements. Okay, one more thing that you have to notice here is that you see the elements here are unordered. Okay, so what I mean by unordered is, so actually one was here after John, right? So now it is showing me like this. One is before John, right? So if I run it again, so it is going to give me a different order. So now you can see 1 comma 2 comma John Sachin Ratan, right? Again if I run, so it is going to give me different order. So that's why the sets are unordered collections of unique elements. So that's about sets, and there are some other data types in Python also, but these are the data types that we usually use in our day-to-day life or any complex projects. Okay, I think these data types are enough for making any big projects. So before I conclude this video, I want to show you something called a type function. Okay, so this type function is used to see the type of a object or type of a variable. Okay, so for example, we have this test set, test dict, and test tuple, and a fruit tuple, and all these things. Now if I say numbers, right, numbers is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3, right? So now let's say, what is this, what is the type of this numbers, right? So what you do is you simply pass the numbers, simply pass the numbers inside this type function. Okay, so let's just print this. Okay, so put this print type numbers. Let's save this and run the code, and you can see class list. Okay, why it is list? It's because the numbers are a list. Okay, so this is actually the list. Now if you want to pass this test set, now save it and run it, and you can see this is actually a set. That's what we discussed, right? So if you want to see the type of this one, test dict, right? So just copy this and just put it here. So this should be dict, right? So this is how you see the type of a object or type of a variables. So even if you just want to see the product name like this, right, you can simply play with all these things. Okay, just take some time and play with it. Okay, now this is the str, that's a string. So that's about the data types in Python.